Soccer consists of power, balance, and accuracy. The player has to be aware of the different phases in order to achieve a proper kick. Now we're going to break up the phases to see how an amateur kicks the ball versus a professional. You can see he approaches the ball at a straight line path and doesn't go at the needed speed. Now this is how kicking the ball should look like. He comes at a 45-degree angle, going at the correct speed, allowing the ball to travel in the proper direction. At the point before the kick, the amateur's feet are not positioned correctly. When we are looking at the player, his feet are positioned 5 centimeters away from approaching the ball. Since he is coming up to the ball in a straight line approach, he isn't allowing his upper body to help him. Simultaneously, he uses his arms to rotate his body while the kicking leg extends as the knee flexes, creating the proper kicking movement. He is approaching the ball in a straight line as opposed to angling his hips, which would give him a better start to his kick. When the ball is properly kicked, the leg is fully extended while the foot is plantar flexed. This high speed is a result from hip rotation torque, hip flexor, and quadricep strength. The full energy potential of the kick is not reached as a result of his foot not being in contact with the ball long enough, or in other terms, not following through. He reaches maximum energy potential when coming in full and complete contact with the ball. If this follow-through is not done properly, injuries can and will occur. In this lab, we tested the VO2 max of a professional versus an amateur. As you can see, the professional completes the step-up exercise with ease and a VO2 max of 54. The amateur struggles and has a VO2 max of 49, lower than the professional. In Lab 2, we tested the speed of a professional versus an amateur as they approach the soccer ball. The professional approaches with an average speed of 8.80 feet per second, while the amateur comes at a speed of 7.89 feet per second. In the third lab, we examined the maximum range of motion of the knee, both flexion and extension, from the amateur versus the professional. The professional has a maximum flexion of 28.7 degrees and extension of 181.3 degrees. But the amateur only has a maximum flexion of 30 degrees and extension of 174.7 degrees. In the preparatory phase, the hip extends and hyperextends using the gluteus maximus and minimus. The knee flexes using the hamstrings, biceps femoris, semimembranosus, and semitendinosus. The ankle plantar flexes using the gastrocnemius. In the kicking phase, the hip flexes using the iliopsoas. The knee extends using the quadricep group of muscles, including the rectus femoris, vastus medialis, vastus lateralis, and vastus intermedialis. The ankle also, once again, plantar flexes using the gastrocnemius. Applying the proper procedure when performing a soccer kick or any move that involves a leg will not only produce a more powerful and accurate kick, but will also prevent any injuries from the improper technique.